At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan State Spartans taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So Michigan State will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Now on second down after the good first down run. The give to the back. The Spartans will keep this drive going. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. Trying to get to it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I know we talk about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy, but how can you not have this guy in New York City? That's now his 20th sack of the year. He has been simply unstoppable.
And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Golden Gophers offense will get the ball for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They'll throw it on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Sparty. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll go to the counter play. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Offense gets set for second down. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Downs. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback is snowed under. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Vincent. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. At midfield, he's got room. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Finds his man.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Downs. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They're bringing heat. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Snagged in the middle. It's Snow. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll go to the air. Coming after him. Quarterback adapting. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Strong, firm tackle. 3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Field goal is good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The give is to Smith. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Back to the ground game on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Segal. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He wants to throw. Fires it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Siegel. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. He's right on target.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On second down, just keeps firing. Got him, and nobody's close. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Second down coming up. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's back to throw on second down. That's reeled in. It's Galladay. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Golden Gophers are rolling down the field.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in third down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape. And then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Caught in the backfield, it's Segal. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Bounced off his feet.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The give out of the gun. He smashes his way through again.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. He'll do it himself. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Fires left. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll run it from the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got his man. Stopped after making the catch. The Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's got it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. New set of downs after that completion.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! And that one will give them the lead. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
The snap sets up the throw. Tosses it incomplete. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. On the ground with the counter. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Moves around to clear up the vision. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying play action. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off play action on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to pass on second down. Swings it out to his running back. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Siegel. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find the matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. No huddle here for the offense.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. And they've regained the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 39 to Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Makes the grab on the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Going up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Unleashes one. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Now on 2nd down. They go to the draw. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Looking for the 2-point try. They'll try to power it in. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pulls it in. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. From the gun, looking for a man. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trying to find his man on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 3rd down, going up top. Got the quick pass.
The bad news, he didn't get the 1st down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2 minutes.
Going for the big play. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Soft spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On second down, he'll fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss on that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.